The following recordings are what remains of the FI laboratories. The mysterious destruction of the site left many wondering what had happened there. Some speculated that it was due to a gas leak considering the magnitude of the explosion. Some have considered that it was terrorism due to corporate espionage. But I know the truth. I've listened to the tapes they tried to silence, and I have copies of them here. The recordings themselves contain some damage to the audio due to the incident. The facility was stationed on a small island off of the mainland, so no non-personnel were hurt due to the explosion. All personnel that worked at the facility are considered dead. It has been several years now since the incident, and now you hear from the source what they died for. Note that I have not altered these tapes. These are 100% original and untampered. It's time we all learn the truth. Journal entry, July 17th, 1995. Lead geneticist Shijiro Masuda. Project M3W2 is now underway. Subject 151 seems to finally be sedated. We have begun drawing blood samples and will start working to crack its genetic code as soon as possible. I have to say that the finding of this specimen is most amazing. The world thought this creature extinct for millennia, yet here one lays before me right now. For all we know, this may be the last of the species. I am in awe of it, to say the least. Such a marvel of nature that we thought lost, but yet has survived. I look forward to seeing the fruits of our labor. Journal entry, August 11th, 1995. We finally managed to crack the genetic code of subject 151. It's unlike anything we've ever seen. It's almost like looking into the eye of creation itself. The complexity of 151's DNA is astounding. There's so much genetic code that it's almost impossible to fathom. But here it is, right in front of me. I must know more. The rest of the project team is just as full of vigor as I am. Think of what secrets we could unlock with this information. What we could do. Journal entry, September 6th, 1995. Another failure. We've been working hard to replicate the genetic sequence of 151. However, we have been unsuccessful thus far. They all just come out wrong. We've had 4 failed attempts since our breakthrough nearly 1 month ago. Our finding being what it is, we have no shortage of funds to afford the best technology out there. But even still, our technology is not good enough. There must be a way. We've done away with the failures. One of the assistants has taken them far into a forested area and let them loose. They pose no threat to anyone and will likely die off since they contain no gender. Sterility is assured, and no mention to the general public will be needed. Journal entry, October 24th, 1995. We've begun a new procedure. We used a clone embryo of subject 151 and impregnated it with it. From here, we will begin changing the genetic structure of the embryo to create a newer and stronger version of the species. Perhaps this will bring us closer to not only understanding subject 151, but also bring about a new scientific age. While this will cause 151 some pain and discomfort, we must move forward. The advancement of science cannot slow down because of its pain, although its cries do seem to affect everyone involved. Whether it's our own feelings or it playing with our minds is unclear. Journal entry, December 19th, 1995. The embryo testing has brought out great results so far. While 151 is indeed carrying the now young fetus, it seems that we may have misjudged how long it will take for the pregnancy to come to full term. Estimates started out with it being similar to a human's, somewhere in the 9-month range. However, it seems it may only be around 3 months. The fetus has grown at an exceptionally fast rate. This may be due to the genetic restructuring during the embryonic stage. Hopefully, the pregnancy will go to full term and bring about a healthy offspring. Journal entry, January 26, 1996. Subject 151 seems to be in a lot of discomfort. The pregnancy is taking a great toll on its body. I fear we may lose 151 as a result of this. While we will do everything in our power to prevent this, it's always prudent to prepare for all possible outcomes, good or ill. While the parent seems to be having difficulty, the fetus seems to be doing well. Heart rate is strong and is responsive to stimuli. Although from what we can tell from imaging, it seems to be malformed. Although this may be physical changes due to the experiment, it's possible that while it will be an offspring of the same species as the 151, it may end up being a new species in and of itself. Time will tell, although I feel it won't take much more time at all. The birth is expected to happen within the next week or so due to signs we've monitored over the last several weeks. Journal entry, February 9th, 1996. Subject 151 has given birth. It was born around 900 hours this morning. The newborn seems healthy and responsive. However, there seems to have been some physical changes we did not account for when we began this new experiment. Odd growths, changes in appendages that make it very unique from its parent. We are going to do further testing, but we are working under the assumption that this offspring is the beginning of a new species. Sadly, I must report that 151 did not survive the birth. The effect of its death were powerful. It was hard for much of the staff to function after it happened. Whether it was due to personal feelings or induced by 151 is unknown. The remains will be preserved for further study. We have decided to dub the child Subject 150. Journal entry, June 13th, 1996. Subject 150 is developing well. In fact, I'd have to say it's doing so at an exceptional speed. As motor skills developed rather quickly, even with its deformities, it's adapted well to them. We've noticed some strong telekinetic abilities over the last few months as well, as what seems to be the same telepathic abilities that 151 had, maybe even stronger. That would be a very accurate word when describing 150. Strong. It may be able to even learn human speak. If that's possible, this will be a great day for science. An achievement of the highest caliber. Time will tell, though. Subject 150 has escaped. It's destroying everything. So much death. So much hate. It thinks we are inferior. That we care nothing for its pain. We may have subjected it to intense testing, yes, but it was necessary. We had to know its limitations. I'd have to say, we've seen this firsthand. I'm making this recording in hopes that someone will find it. I don't know if it will survive, or if it will be destroyed with the rest of the laboratory. I don't know if anyone else from the project will make it out of here alive. We initiated the lockdown procedures. We must do everything we can to make sure it doesn't escape. Even if it means our lives. It's gone quiet now. I don't know if it's left or gotten tired. But I must keep out of sight.